What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager save. This is episode number 48. Instead, we're returning with two big games so early on in the season, both away from home, as we take on Aston Villa and Arsenal as well. Before we get to the games though, shall we both get on off camera. And of course, in the last episode, you saw our 2-0 win away at the Bridge and then the 2-1 victory at home to Rapid Vienna. As you can see, I played through the whole month of October and the first game of November. And it's been a mixed run of form for the Cherries, just like it's been such a mixed run of form all season long, really. We began with 2-1 victory at home to West Ham, though. This is a crazy end to the game, though. We took the lead in the first half through Traore, and then late on, Batterina had a disallowed goal to make it 2-0. West Ham levelled in the last minute. I thought that is just typical, but once again, just like on Thursday night against Rapid Vienna, I sent Mitrovic on from the bench, and he bagged a 96th minute winner for the second game in a row. Gaz over the top, Mitrovic round the goalkeeper and pops it into the open goal for chaotic scenes at the Eddie Howe Stadium for the second time in 4 days. Following that, though, 2-2 draw away at Old Trafford. Normally, I say like a point against a traditional Big Six team at this stage in the season is good, but not in this game because we threw this away. We were 2-0 up at the break, 2 goals in 5 minutes. First Traore getting on the end of a McTominay ball, and then Scott scored himself on his return to Old Trafford as we were leading by 2. And in the second half, we conceded 2 goals in 10 minutes and almost lost it as well, had it not been for Mamardashvili making a big save as well. So really frustrating to throw away big 3 points there and only get a draw. After that though, big 7-1 victory away from home against Hapoel in the Europa Conference League phase. Won't show you the goals here, but Sargent did score 4 goals in 28 minutes. That's more like it, Josh. But after that, unfortunately, we threw it away again. Went away to the Bramley Moor Dock Stadium against the Toffees. Led at the half, once again, Hamid Traore, second goal in the Premier League. And then what happened in the second half, I do not know. Odson Edouard bagged a hat-trick, including one from the spot. Amadou Onana got one as well. Once again, throwing away a lead away from home. And then following that, progress to the Carabao Cup. 5th round, the quarterfinals, we've been drawn against Wolves away at Molineux. And after that, a 1-1 draw at home to Southampton, where once again, we're like an incompetent police force squandering leads. We did it again. How's that for a dad joke? Leading 14 minutes in, Garan Koal, our top scorer this year, with another one making it 1-0. And again, we failed to get the win. Only managing a draw, Southampton popped up in the 90th minute with a leveller in a 1-1 draw. And then after that, went away to Belgium and won by 2-1. Won't show you the goals here, but I will show you Suchic's goal. Oh, what a brilliant run from Luka, the Croatian we signed from RB Salzburg. Went coast to coast and slid it home to make it 2-0. In the end, we lost that clean sheet, but held on for the win. So, yeah, mixed run of form for the Cherries. And really this season, one thing I'm noticing is that we are not only throwing away leads a lot, but drawing a lot. There's been loads of draws to start the season. In fact, I think in the Premier League now, only Brentford have drawn more games than us so far, I think. It's been a season of draws so far. With the draw specialist, just call us IKEA, and I don't think that works. But even so, we're in 9th place right now, 12 games in. We do have a game in hand, though, and a win here against Aston Villa will see us leapfrog Hasenhutl's Aston Villa now and go back in to a European place a third the way through the season. So it's been a very inconsistent season so far, but at least, if nothing else, in Europe, we're comfortably right now in a qualification spot. And there is just the one thing to show you off camera that you might be interested in, or at least I certainly am. As you'll take a look at the facilities now, you'll see something's changed. Can you find it? Well, if you can't, I'll show it to you. Excellent youth facilities. Yep, we've improved from good to great and now to excellent. So we are now 2 away from the max, which is state of the art. So it goes excellent, superb, and then state of the art. So yeah, we're 1 away from the penultimate top facility, if you will. So you love to see that. I have been improving this so much since the start of the save, and I absolutely love it. So let's keep it going, boys. We still got tons of money in the bank. Board, I'm going to be requesting it very soon. Actually, can I do it now? Can I do it now? I can't. But soon I will. Soon I will. You best believe that. Right then. Oh, I want a new contract, by the way. For those that are curious, my contract expires at the end of the season. Huh. Not going to read too much into that. Anyway, first game of today's episode, Aston Villa away. And again, big game here. Hasenhüttl side off to a really good start this season inside a European spot with a win away from home. We'll see us leapfrog them. The only problem is we got a shocking record away from home this year. We've been much better than we have at home. Away, we've got there. What's that? One win in 6. 1 win in 6 away from home. I'm not feeling confident. We're far better at the Eddie Howe. How is that right? We've won 4 of 6 at home, and yet we've I don't understand that. But it is right, though. We've been much better at the Eddie Howe Stadium than we have been away. But anyway, heading into the game, let's see if we can make amends here and going into the game right now. Just a one player down, Sucic, a little bit unfit after playing on Thursday night, and thus I'll rest him for this game. We got an international break coming directly after this game here, so we can get quite a bit of rest time before he comes back. So this will be our team. It's a 4-3-3 gegenpress. Haven't changed the tactics. It remains the same as it was in the last episode. And so far, so good, I would say. I'm liking it. We're scoring more goals, and that's a big improvement after last year. So this is our team. We've got Georgie between the sticks. The back four is Smallcombe, Gomez, Mosquera and Aarons. I think changing the full wing-backs to the full-backs has helped quite a bit as well. And the midfield trio is McTominay, Urasevich and Scott as well. I'm liking the look of Ivan. He's up to 17 determination now. He is described as a wonder kid. As a ball-winning midfielder, he's got all the good stats for the most part, really. Perhaps slightly higher anticipation would be nicer. Maybe more strength, but otherwise, he's got the great stats in that role there. So that's the midfield trio alongside Scott. Batterino and Traore, the inside forwards, and Goran Kowal is our top scorer in the league, leading the line. On the bench, you've got Ward, Stoic, Mitchell, Henderson, Radalovic, Soria, Delap, Sargent, and Mitrovic as well. First of two, it's a big one here. Aston Villa in form, off to a great start. We're struggling away, only one win all season long. Can we get our second and go in the top 7? Let's find out. Come on, you cherries. I would say right now, the biggest concern has been, again, our away record. Only 1 win in 6, but also throwing away those leads. I can't stand it. I really can't, because if we stay tight defensively, and what a block that is there by Mosquera, we see out those wins there, we would have had an extra 6 points. Like, those 3 games, we should have won them all. And because we threw away those leads, that's 6 points thrown away. And it might not seem like a lot, but, you know, the table can sometimes be so tight. Even just a point here or there can be a good result in terms of a draw. But a win, if you want to be like a European team, you need to hold on, man. You can't throw them away later on. To put it into context, those extra 6 points would see us right now in second place, or third place, sorry, on goal difference. But even so, right now, we're not even a European place. But if we held on to those leads and held on to those wins, we'd be in the top 4. We'd right now be in a Champions League spot. So it's so frustrating when you're playing so well. Like, again, we were 2-0 up at Old Trafford and then we surrender it. We were leading by a goal against Everton, not really under any pressure, and then lost 4-1. It is really, really frustrating and just a sign of collapse, really. Anyway, 16 minutes in. Villa making a bright start here, but our first chance might fall soon afterwards here as McTominay heads on and Kowal intercepts his man one-on-one. Oh, yes! I've spent the big bucks. Second most expensive signing in Bournemouth history. And so far, I've got my ROI. Goran Kowal, you know, changing our role of our lone striker to advance forward. I was a little bit nervous about that. But he's still going to press. He's still going to work out of possession. Maybe not so much as a normal pressing forward would. But he's already done that a couple of times this season, nipping the ball off the toes of a back line. And with the pace and the agility this guy's got, he ain't going to get caught. Kowal with another 9th of the year in all competitions for our number 11. What a start. 6 goals for Fulham in the Premier League all season long last year. He was always going to get more for us this year. Always. You know, Fulham went down last year. Fulham were relegated. They were one of the worst teams in the division. They were relegated a long time before the final day. I knew he would get more goals in this Bournemouth team. So far, so good. But Michael Elise goes close to heading Villa back on level terms. Just over. Still 1-0. Getting chances. But at the moment, thankfully, not converting. They've only had 1 on target as well, which is always, that's always good to see. When there's shots getting taken, but none of which, or well, only 1 of which so far hitting the target. It's fine, you can shoot as many times as you want. If it doesn't hit the target, well, 100 times out of 100, it's not going to go in. So at the moment, I'm going to say don't get complacent out there, but this will be a big win and only our 2nd on the road in the Premier League. And Lord knows we need it with that trip to the Emirates after the international break. I should say 100 times out of 100 it won't go in unless it takes a deflection, of course. But anyway, still leading by 1. But Villa looking for that response, which they probably deserve on the balance of play so far. Elise, the former Palace man, crosses. Oh, has it gone in? Oh, what's happened there? I think what happened was Georgie made the save. Smolko went to clear and it hit Mamardashvili in the back and went in. I want to see that on the 3D. It's a brilliant save initially and then... Yep, that's exactly what happened. Gaz tries to clear it, and to be fair, Georgie's so tall, it's hard not to hit him from that distance. Smallcombe smacks it against Georgie. Calamity on the line. Villa find their leveller. Fuck's sake, that is just so unfortunate as Kowal's cross is headed away and Elise loses out to Smallcombe, looking to make amends here. Great touch by Gaz, pegs it across and Batterina denied by Cameron Boyce Clark. Still 1-1. I think there's a winner in this game though. To be fair, whilst Villa have been a better team, it could go either way. We've had a good quality of chance, just haven't taken more than the one so far. Going to make a change to our tactics and play a bit of a higher tempo than normal. Also play slightly narrower as well now and suck ourselves in a little bit. Drop our defensive line a little bit deeper and drop off more as well. Just hopefully stop as many direct routes at our goal. So as things stand, we're doing okay. I think I might move Kowal out onto the wing now and bring on Mitrovic, who's been a bit of a super sub for me. So I'm going to take off Batterina and bring on Alexander. 22 minutes to go. Let's see if we can do it once again. If nothing else, this has helped us defend a little bit better. Oh, what a save, Georgie. Unbelievable. Just making a tactical change there, and Georgie makes a brilliant save to keep it at 1-1. Villa looking for that late winner as Elise whips one in, Mascara heads it away. And at this point, I'll take a point. I know you've drawn far too many games this season, but I'll take it. Georgie fumbles and Brereton Diaz hits the woodwork. And eventually, I think the flag was up for offside anyway. Do you know what? I think I'll take that. We've been a draw specialist this season, so if you're looking for a bit of furniture, pop down to Bournemouth because we can probably help you out with that. But I think I'll take it here. We've thrown away a lot of late goals this season, a lot of leads as well. But do you know what? On the balance of play, I think for this game, we'll have to take it. Gaz's pass cut out, and Villa looking to win it late on. Douglas Luiz through to Elise, Brereton Diaz, great ball through. This for the win. What a save, Georgie. Absolutely brilliant. And that does it. Bournemouth hold on to the point, and Georgie is the one we thank for it. Two brilliant saves right at the end there, and I'll take that. I'll take that. We now joint high with Brentford in terms of draws this season. I'd love to see the stats for this, but I don't think anyone's thrown away as many leads as we have. We have been the blind dog walkers, the incompetent police force. Call us what you want, but right now, don't call us a European team. Because based on this form, we definitely aren't. 6 draws in 13 games now. And again, if we'd have picked up 2 points there, that would be another 8 points picked up for us this season. That would put us in a top 4 place. That is so frustrating. So, second and final game, let's see if we can bounce back here, is indeed Arsenal away at the Emirates Stadium, where we've just dropped 8 points in our last 4 games. That is ludicrous! 8 points dropped in 4 games, where we failed to win any of our last 4 in the league, leading all of them, and yet failing to close them out. So, let's see if we can bounce back here. Arsenal looking for our first win in 5. So into the game, still the same tactics, because I don't think the tactical system is really hurting us at the moment. We're playing quite well in this system and scoring a lot more goals, but we'll make a few changes to our lineup here. Ward's got an injury in training, so he'll come off the bench, and this will now be our team. George in goal, back four is now Mitchell in for Smallcombe after that own goal was really George's fault. Garza, Mascara and Aarons. McTominay, Urisovic and Scott are once again a midfield trio though, with Traore now on the left and Sucic on the right, with Kowal still leading our line. On the bench, Lansdale, Stoic, Gomez, Henderson, Radalovic, Soria, Batterina, Sargent and Mitrovic as well. Let's bounce back here with Arsenal away at the Emirates Stadium. Massive test, but I believe. Come on, you cherries. Yeah, only 2 losses all season long. I often say life is all about perspective. You might look at that and say that's pretty impressive, but again, 6 draws in 14 means we've only won 6 times ourselves as well. Having said that, so far both our losses have come away against Everton and Spurs, but against the big 6 so far, we've got a draw against Liverpool, got a draw against Manchester United, got a win over Chelsea at the Bridge, so doing okay so far against the big 6. Let's see if we can get a result in this game as well. I must say I'm liking this tactical setup as well. You know, a few changes here and there, but what I really like as well is the DM now becoming part of our CM trio. We've got a ball-winning midfielder, and I always like a ball-winning midfielder. Scott McTominay is on fire to start the season off. Scored at Old Trafford. He scored again. Traore with yet another assist, and McTominay mostly has got assists this year, but that's his 2nd goal of the season, both coming against the big 6 team away. First his old team Manchester United, and now the Gunners as well. As things stand, we'll leapfrog Arsenal, go back into a European place, and cut the gap on Manchester United to just a point. But again, it's so frustrating knowing an extra 8 points will put us in 2nd place, and we should have had them as well. Still, long way to go. We've been throwing away leads constantly. Are we going to do it once again? It's almost like we don't want to take leads at this point because we know what's going to happen afterwards. Smith Rowe to Fabian into the middle. Jesus goes for goal. And Garza blocks it and puts it into the side net. You see Fofana, Pedro Goncalves, and you just know that Arsenal leveler's coming, man. You just know that Arsenal leveler is coming. Smith Rowe beats Aaron's. Once again, Fofana on the edge. Oh, it's a beauty. Absolute beauty. It is the 5th game in a row where we have squandered a lead and will probably squander a win as well. 10 points from a possible 15 will be dropping if this score remains the same. That is mental. Absolutely mental. Arsenal get their level at 1-1 and now could possibly go in front. 20 yards. Pedro Goncalves. What a save, Georgie. Without this guy, I don't know where we'd be. Last chance of the half here, where it's been quite nicely balanced as Tarek and Urasevic play 1-2. Mitchell finds Scott on the edge. There's McTominay. And now Aaron's has space to shoot here. And that's not too far off target. I must say it's still 1-1, but I think someone's going to win this. And right now, look at the XG. It could go either way. We've been slightly better, it seems. But really, I'd say we've been unlucky so far. We're doing all right at that. But defensively, I will say, lads, I'm not happy. We've got to tighten up, honestly. Because right now, we can't give a clean sheet to save our lives. Second half to begin. I'll keep Garang out there, even though he's not playing very well so far. He only really needs the one chance. And he's got the pace to get it as well. 40 minutes on the clock. Again, I'll take the point away. But at some point, we're going to have to stop building furniture and start picking up W's. Frustratingly, like, even though we have been defending a little bit worse recently, like, oh, Max and Mascara trying to play a 1-2, get caught out, and DCL should have done better with that. George tips it over. You can't really be too critical when you look at the 2 goals we just conceded in our last 2 games. An own goal, which, you know, was supposed to be clear off the line and hit my goalkeeper. And for this game here, an absolute weldy from range. Like, you can't really do too much about that tactically. But still, Smith Rowe picks the ball up, rolls it across. Arsenal looking to win it. What a huge block that was on DCL. Bournemouth hanging on for a point, just like at Villa Park. Well, that is going to do it. If you ever find yourself in Bournemouth, don't be alarmed when you see a ton of Chester drawers on the side of the road, because right now we're picking them up and we don't know what to do with them. 1-1 the final score, and for the 5th game in a row, we go away. It's a decent point, but we failed to hold on to a lead and draw again. So, oh man. I mean, what can you say when you look at the drop points we've had? It is extraordinary. We have dropped, not 10, but I think 11 points from a possible 15. Absolutely extraordinary. No wins in our last 5 now. And yeah, because we lost the Everton game. So technically, you take away the 3 points there, not just 2. We have dropped 11 points in 15 games. And if we were to have had those 11 points, we'd right now be in 2nd place. So frustrating, and the draw specialists do it once again. IKEA, if you're looking for a new employee, just ask my Bournemouth first 11. But that went in today's episode of the Football Manager Save, guys. So big fan for you. Hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't, please like. So you'll have a fantastic day. I'll return next episode with games again. It's got to come back in December. I'm tempted to play that Carabao Cup quarter-final and the last game of the Conference League phase. But I think by then, I expect us to win both of these games here, and that will guarantee qualification. So maybe not. I don't know, maybe Sunderland and Wolves, nice little double-header there, or maybe Brentford and Chelsea, nice West London double-header there, 1 away and 1 at home with that game on box. I think I'll do that, actually. Brentford and Chelsea, nice double-header there, I think, against the West London sides. Have a great day, guys. Much love, and I will see you for the next episode of the Football Manager Save. Well, what's all these dogs off their leashes? Oh, we've dropped all the leads. I'll see you very soon.